And what's going on, you guys? What's going on? What's going on? This be your boy, Scotty by Nature TV, and we are here for another episode, another live episode, rather, of Yes for the Mess. Okay, where we talk about celebrity gossip, hot topics, and all things reality TV based. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Tuesday, and I intend on doing the exact same. What's going on, you guys? I hope you guys are having a wonderful Tuesday, okay? Because I'm annoyed, but I think y'all can see the annoyance on my damn face. But I'm gonna get through it. You know, as an Aquarius, it's easy for me to be annoyed by things that I shouldn't even be annoyed by, but it's just I'm annoyed. Anyway, before we even get into what we're here to discuss, I see 65 of you guys in here so far. But before we get into what we're here to discuss, let's talk about what we got coming up. Oops, wrong one. Now, as you guys already know, that tonight is Tuesday, which means that it's Love and Hip Hop Night. And we will be over on my platform on Thursday night to discuss tonight's episode of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta on Roasted Review. It will be me, T, and JoJo. We will be coming together to talk about Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, the new episode that's coming out tonight. So make sure you guys tune into that. On September the 15th, which is next Friday, Boys Night Out will be back for our second episode of the season. We will be talking about, of course, we play games on Boys Night Out. Then after we play the games, we talk about what's going on in the blogs and all types of stuff. So make sure you guys tune in. Y'all basically gave us our highest rated premiere so far in the 4 seasons that we've done Boys Night Out. Y'all have given us our highest rated premiere. Okay, we're almost at 4K for our premiere for Boys Night Out, and that's very unheard of for this panel. So thank you guys for showing us support and catching on to it. We've been wanting it for a while now, and we got it. So thank y'all for supporting Boys Night Out and all of that stuff. And I can't wait for us to come back next week for our second episode. Y'all do know that this is a bi-weekly show. So, But with that being said, we're about to go ahead and get into what we are here to talk about. Okay. So the first things first is Miss Kenya Moore and Marlo Hampton. Now, that's the first thing we're going to be here to talk about. Now, as you guys already know, the Real Housewives of Atlanta season 15 part 1 reunion aired this past Sunday. And Kenya and Marlo, of course, they had words, and Kenya, pretty much accused Marlo of trying to call Mark and trying to get information on her and all this other stuff. And now, Mark, pretty much said that she had her baby in an unsafe environment after he saw that Marlo was kicking doors in that hotel room. So now, Kenya Moore has stated that she has subpoenaed Miss Marlo Hampton at this point. And when we was at the reunion, well, when they was at the reunion, however, when they was at the reunion, it was pretty much an empty sheet of paper from what the people were saying. The people were saying that it was an empty sheet of paper. I would really hope that it's not an empty sheet of paper at all, but that's what they were saying. But on the internet, Kenya came out with the actual subpoena. Now, this is what Marlo was saying on on social media. Let me take this off here. So she's basically said, it looks like y'all Faye fell flat tonight. From her outfit to her tired reads, blank fake ass subpoena and still not open salon, blaming production for her lack of story. Hashtag RHOA, hashtag RHOP. I mean shit. Hashtag RIP to the shade assassin, and hashtag that math ain't mathing. Now that's what Marlo had said. But see, this is my thing with this situation. Marlo didn't really say much of anything at the reunion. She didn't have this type of energy at the reunion. She didn't. She didn't have no energy at all at the reunion. She pretty much just sat there and didn't really say anything. She sat there, mom. That's pretty much how she sat there. She had nothing to say. And, she gets on social media and then she want to talk her shit when she gets on social media. So I don't know what the hell Marlo got going on. I don't know, but they have been accused, production has been accused of trying to soften her up and make her seem like she's a heroine now instead of a damn villain, when she has been a villain her entire time on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Here, the first beginning of the season, she was going back and forth with Kandi about her nephew that's been dead for almost 3 years and basically trying to tie her into a damn murder. Like it was a hot ass mess, and it took up the first half of the season. And then at the later half of the season, we see a more subdued Marlo. All of a sudden, we see a Marlo that is not necessarily into the drama or the mess and stuff like that. But then after the reunion comes on, she's on the reunion and she ain't saying nothing. But then after the reunion airs, she wants to get her ass on social media and talk about how the fade fell flat tonight with her Tyrese and a Ty subpoena and her salon still not open and all this other stuff. And from what I heard, the producer, which is Eric Fuller, the same one that the people been harassing. They said the people was harassing that boy. The same one that they have been harassing about, not being fair with the storylines and stuff like that. He actually liked this post, and people were going in on him for liking this post. And it's pretty much showing, the biasness of it all, about how, it's pretty clear that production is biased to certain people, like Sheree and Marlo. And it has been rumored that Eric Fuller is very good Judy's with Sheree and very good Judy's with Marlo. And as you can see, they getting a favorable edit. And then you see Sheree sitting right next to Andy when Sheree ain't did a damn thing to be sitting next to Andy. And as much as I don't care for Marlo at all, Marlo should have been sitting next to Andy. I mean, she was in the most drama. I don't know what the hell Sheree did for her to be next to Andy, but they got her next to Andy. So that's pretty much the gist of that. But yes, Marlo, the whole subpoena thing was mentioned at the reunion, but I guess that was the wrong sheet of paper that Kenya had, so she did kind of flop and fell flat. I will say that much. So yeah, Kenya, you didn't do yourself no justice with this. You didn't, and it's very sad to see. I hate it for you. I really do, but you did not do us no justice. You flop, girl. You flop, and it's very disappointing that you flop, because as a person that really ain't never really just seen it for Kenya for most of her time on the show, honestly, I just feel like she disappointed everybody, because I know that this is one person that will bring it at the damn reunion. She's one person that I do know that brings it most of the time when she comes to the reunion. She always have her facts and stuff like that and her reads in tow. But at this point in time, she didn't really have anything. Like, she was flopping left or right, and I really hate that. I really hate that for my Aquarian queen. I really do hate that. But moving on, there's more to this story. Shout out to the 150 people that's already in here. This is the actual subpoena. Now it says in the Superior Court of Fulton County, state of Georgia. Okay, the petitioner is Kenya Summer Moore versus Marlo Hampton, the respondent. And it says you are hereby notified that on the 24th day of August 2023, beginning at 2:00 p.m., the attorney for the petitioner will take your deposition at the offices of the Weems firm. I ain't gonna say the address, but it is in Atlanta, and I ain't gonna say the phone number. Pursuant to the OCGA 9/11/30, 9/11/26, and the Georgia Civil Practice Act, the deposition would be taken by oral examination and or video description for all purposes allowed by law before a notary public or other officer duty authorized by law to take depositions, and will continue from day to day until its completion. Said deposition shall be taken for discovery purposes, any and all uses by the Civil Practice Act. Okay. And then it says the second day of August 2023. So that's what you see on the screen right now. Okay. That's what you're seeing on the screen. So this is the actual you know, the actual subpoena or whatever. Then this is where the fans are actually questioning whether or not the subpoena is real. Okay. Kenya Moore says you never win when you play dirty. Okay, that's what she said. And she said you got served and you can tell it to the judge. Okay. Now let's look at some of the comments in on the neighborhood talk, where it states that I'm no fan of Marlo's antics this season, but even if it was real, Kenya can't legally serve Marlo. She has to pay a sheriff slash server. How are you not embarrassed? Y'all be shading Nene yet using her quotes. Go ahead and give Nene her flowers for what she built. I don't know what the hell Nene got to do with any of this. Last night was Kenya and Candy's worst reunion. I know they're embarrassed. Kenya served Marlo a blank subpoena, then in the same breath says that Marlo was going to be a witness for her. Girl, please, Marlo should be the last person you want speaking on your behalf. She thought she ate, but she choked on the crumbs. Kenya just wanted to embarrass Marlo. Child, Kenya didn't know Portugal wasn't in Spain, and then she wasn't good. Then said she wasn't good at geometry, so this wasn't her finest hour. Kenya got that subpoena out from Timu. Bless her heart. Kenya stay lying. Kenya is so embarrassing, literally the definition of a black Karen. Kenya said, where was it? Where was it? Kenya is wait. Kenya said, here, you fill it out. Andy was so confused and he was crying. Get rid of the show and that's it. Kenya disappointed me. Either bring Nene and Portia back or revamp the whole damn show. It's sad to see what it's become. Nene ain't coming back and neither is Portia. Y'all need to get over it. I hate when people try to do something and fail miserably. And I heard Kenya wasn't returning anyway. So boop, one down. Well, we don't know if Kenya not returning or not. That's just a rumor. We don't know if any of their asses is coming back, if you really want to be honest. That energy couldn't be used to finalize her divorce, but okay. Oh wow, everybody ain't seen it for this. Okay. Usually Kenya is on ready at these reunions, but this one not so much. Kenya is full of ish, and her lawyer sucked because she's so pressed about Marlo and it's distracting her from getting her divorce. That is what the people are saying, y'all. That is what the people are absolutely saying. And I want to know in these comments, do you guys feel the exact same way? Because a lot of people feel, a lot of folks in these comments are feeling like this whole subpoena is full of shit. Like that's what everybody's feeling. Everybody's feeling like this subpoena is really full of it, honestly. Um, so I don't know. I mean, can she really file anything against Marlo in this situation? Like that's really my question. I don't know. I mean I don't know. I don't know. But that is the question that everybody wants to know. Like, can she really do that? And is it really going to be effective for what she's trying to do? You feel what I'm saying? Like, is it really going to be effective? I don't know. I hope it's I hope that she can get whatever she got going together, but it looks like at every turn Kenya is falling short on something, and it's pretty sad that she is. But it's like, girl, but Marlo, but that's giving giving Marlo more leeway to just walk around and do whatever she wants. But at the same time, it's like, what exactly are we filing against her? Like, what exactly are we doing here? Is the question. You feel what I'm saying? Like that's what I want to know because it's not looking right on Kenya's thing because people are confused as to what it is that she wants or what it is that she's looking for actually in this situation. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I just want to know what y'all think in the comments as I pull up this article for the next thing that we're here to talk about, right? Give me 1 minute. I'm trying to pull this shit up. We're gonna be talking about this on here. Okay, that's it right there. I got it right there. But let me look at the comments. They said y'all saying she has the correct ground and she do not. The subpoena was not legit. Someone said the subpoena real if she doesn't use mugshot's real name. Well, a lot of y'all some of y'all up in here are feeling like this subpoena is not legit. Y'all feel the same way the people feel on the neighborhood talk. So I don't know now. I have no idea. We're nearing 200 people in this chat. So if you are a brand new person that's watching my channel for the very first time and you want to subscribe and you're interested in my content, go ahead and subscribe to the platform. We have a whole lot of fun here. Although we're undergoing a little bit of we are under construction just a little bit in the way that I'm going to do my videos from this day forward. Because all I ever want to do is give you guys the best content and keep you entertained and not really, but everything is not going to be perfect and everybody's not going to like everything that you do. So I'm just trying to do my best and giving you guys the best. Let's see. What's the line I said? For kicking the hotel door, I suppose. Why would she lie about something as serious as a subpoena? I mean, I feel the same way. I want to know why on earth would she lie about a subpoena? I don't think that a subpoena is anything for her to really be lying about. I mean, if she got a subpoena, then she got a subpoena. Why would she be lying about that? You feel what I'm saying? Why? Why lie? People gonna find out if it's true or not. Okay. Let's see. Team Twirl, that deposition will be recorded and Marlo will have to go under oath. If she was named in discovery by her number appearing in Mark's phone records and text message, okay? Kenya is going through it, being attacked on all fronts. You can tell her energy is off, sadly. This just might be one of those obstacle moments for Kenya. It just may be that, we all have them. So that just may be that, like she probably going through one of those phases in life where everything is coming down on her all at one time and stuff like that. So that could be what this is. I mean, I really don't know, but hopefully things get better in time for Kenya. Like for real, I really do hope that things get better. But what I really, really want for Kenya is this right here. What I really want for Kenya is for her to get this divorce and really be free of Mark. That's what I want for her as a person that watches the show and is invested in the show. I really want to see her with her independence and her freedom away from Mark, because I think that's another thing that's really bringing her down and holding her down. Like she's in a padded room, is this whole situation with Mark and how he just refuses to do what he needs to do to really make this thing be over with. Because if I was Kenya, I wanted to be over with. Because to me, it's like I'm trying to figure out the words. I'm really trying to figure out the words. Oh, I'm trying to figure out the words, but what is that song, y'all? I know the name of the song, but I can't get the lyrics out for nothing in the world, because y'all know I could get a song and have it in relation to every situation. You know what I mean? So, I'm trying to figure it out. What? And I know this song. What is it? What is it? What is it? What is it? Oh, yeah. I remember what it is. I gotta get away, cause you're making me weak, it's keeping me trapped. I gotta be a fool, sitting here trying to get that old thing back up. I just wanted to be over by Keisha Cole. That's what this is giving. It's giving, I just wanted to be over. Like, that's what it's giving right now. But I really hope to the gods that this is one situation that she can get over and get past, because this is a lot. It's really a lot. But we'll see. We'll talk. We'll have more information, hopefully, if she comes back next season. I hope to see that this divorce is final and we get to see her have something like a divorce party or something like that. We need to move on. Okay, so with that being said, let's go ahead and move on to the next thing. Miss Kandi Burruss and Miss Drew Sidora. Okay, now that is the next topic. So y'all know that it's been an up and down roller coaster thing for Kandi and Drew. It's been that for a while now. You know, that's what it's been up and down thing. Like, the people has been talking about this and saying that Kandi is not really Drew's real friend, and how Drew is not really Kandi real friend, and they're in an alliance, and they're this and they're that. Now that has been the topic of discussion for the longest time. And I do think that when it comes down to before we even get into what I think about it, we're gonna get into these tweets, because the tweets are what people were talking about. Okay, so this is what Drew Sidora tweeted during the Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion, when Drew stated, "At Kandi, I respect you, and I would hate a small disagreement to hinder our friendship. I appreciate your support of me and my craft, but as a friend, there's a lot that we need to unpack and discuss in order to move forward. I have questions that need answers." Okay, so that is what Drew basically said. Okay, so then the next thing was, Kandi responded and said, "And I would love to sit down with you and have that conversation." Okay, so that is what was being said between Kandi and Drew. I am one person that hates to see friendships fall apart. I'm not gonna sit up here and act like I don't. I hate to see friendships fall apart, or budding relationships fall apart. That's one of those things. You know what I'm saying? Because I know for me, even if it's a budding relationship, and that's probably something that I need to work on, because sometimes I could be so trusting. Like when I get like a connection with somebody, I can be a little bit too trusting and you know have this undying loyalty to people like off the rip. Because when I fuck with you, I fuck with you. So I'm one person that loves friendships and don't mind, really hate to see friendships fall apart. But Kandi and Drew, they do need to have a conversation if they were really friends or if they were really having like a budding relationship. Because when you're in that budding friendship phase, you have to observe things and stuff like that and just try to figure out how people move and how they run and stuff like that. So I do think that with Kandi and Drew, it is I don't think that it's a situation that cannot really be talked about or fixed, in my opinion. I don't really believe that they can't get past it. I do think that in this situation, a conversation is needed. I already know. I tell y'all this time and time again that I am an award-winning grudge holder. So I do hold grudges, especially when I'm hurt by someone. I hold grudges. I'm not gonna lie to you. It ain't healthy, but I do hold them. I ain't gonna lie. Like you ask me about a person right now, it'd be like I don't know this person, and I know I've said this time and time again, but it's in relation to the situation, so why not? Anyway, but I do believe that they need to have a conversation because I think that Kandi and Drew were not friends per se, but I do believe that they were building. And I think that Drew is hurt by Kandi. But I also feel like Kandi feels a way about being called a liar. Because nobody wants to be deemed a liar. You know what I'm saying? Nobody does. I pride myself on telling the truth. Even with me telling my own truth can be too much for certain people, but it's my truth. Why? Why should I be ashamed of whatever it is that I'm talking about? So I get it. But I think that this is something that could have been talked. I think that in a sense, they had already moved past this. This is the thing about being on reality TV. And this is just me looking at it from the outside, looking in. You can be on reality TV with these people. Y'all become friends. Y'all are co-workers first, then y'all become friends. And then y'all have a little tiff on the show while filming. And then y'all get over the tiff. And then, filming is over with. Filming wraps. The show probably don't come out for another 2-3 months or so. And then the show come back out. And then you see what happened. And you see what led to it. And then you see what happened after the fact. And then you see what was said before y'all had the conversation to get past it. So now you're reliving the situation all over again. You're seeing the confessionals, and then you see the people on social media. They got something to say about it. And then now you feel like you got an answer to the shit on social media now, even though y'all have already gotten past the bullshit already. But you feel like, okay, I got to respond. I got to do this. I got to make sure that they know what really happened. So I feel like they had already gotten past the shit already. But being that they had to go back and they had to look at it and things like that, it made it worse to me. Then you got social media already in y'all ear as well. You feel what I'm saying? So when it comes down to it, I'm just going to look at it from two different angles. I'm going to look at it from the Kandi Bird standpoint, and I'm going to look at it from the Drew Sidora standpoint. Okay. Now, as far as Kandi goes, Kandi's issue with Drew is that she called her a liar. Oops. Is my mic too loud now? I tried to turn it up, but I think I may have turned it up. Is my mic up too loud, or please tell me that? Because I don't be knowing. Is it up too loud, or is it good? Or do I need to turn it down some? Because, baby, I'm just waiting. Because I know it's a little bit of a delay between YouTube and StreamYard, so I'm trying to see, is this too loud or not? I think Drew has been fairly real. She just is used to being in front of the camera, so she sprinkles a little facade in it. That might be a little bit true. That might be a little bit true. Shout out to the 200 people that's in the chat so far. Shout out to you guys. Well, y'all didn't say nothing about my mic being too loud, so I guess it's all right. Um, when it come down to the Kandi side, I'm gonna start with Kandi, and then we're gonna move on over there to Drew. Kandi, okay, somebody said it's too loud. Okay. Kandi feels a way because Drew said that she was a liar. You know what I mean? Like she's going around telling everybody, Kandi lying on me, Kandi lying on me. Then she bringing up the dungeon. And not only is she bringing up the dungeon, but um she's saying that she's using this kiss to promote the movie that we're doing together, or she's fantasizing or whatever. You know what I'm saying? She's saying all of that. Then, playing into the rumor about the sex dungeon and stuff, like playing into it. That was the issue that I had with it. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's the issue that I had with it, is the fact that she did that. Now, when it come down to Drew, the problem that Drew is, I don't know. I don't know if Drew just did not want people to know that she kissed this girl, or she didn't want her husband to know, and that could be something used against her in his divorce or whatever. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't really know. But Drew honestly feels like, you know what I'm saying? Drew honestly feels like she's being lied on. So she calling you a lie. You know what I mean? And she feels some type of way. She feels like she's being outed in a sense. I don't think she's being outed per se. I think that this was a conversation that was had when the cameras were down and they did not know that it was going to get turned into a storyline. I think that's just what it is. But I also feel like just because you're open, because a lot of people are saying this about Kandi, like, you open with your sexuality, she's not. So you can't force nobody to be open the same way you are. It's just like with me, I'm open with my life. I would tell it all. I don't have a problem with telling nothing, but some people are a little bit more private than others. I pride myself on being open book. Some people do not. You feel what I'm saying? So it is what it is. I think that the issue is, um, if you feeling a way about what Kandi is saying, that is cool. But for you to perpetuate the dungeon stuff is I'm like, okay, you going below the belt with that. Okay, like you really going below the belt with that. You ain't even got to take it there to the dungeon. Like we ain't got to go back down that road. You don't even have to take it to the dungeon. Like let's leave the dungeon up out of this. You feel what I'm saying? That's what I'm doing. But I don't know. I mean, I do think that this is something that can be fixed. I do feel like this is something that they can definitely move forward from. I don't think that this is something that they can't discuss and squash and move forward. Now, do I believe that they could really get to a place to being close or something like that? I think that is difficult because it's been playing out. It's been playing out publicly. It's been playing out publicly. Now, it's been playing out publicly, but y'all have said y'all have called each other names, kicked dirt on each other, all kinds of stuff. So I don't really know if this is something that y'all can really, really, really move past or something like that. Like y'all could probably get past it, but I don't think y'all will ever get to a place where y'all gonna be cool like that. Because let's be honest, both of y'all are Taurus, both of y'all are stubborn as hell. So there is a possibility that it could either happen, but it possibly won't happen. But I did get some information that they already had a conversation, not necessarily about their friendship, but a conversation about them, talking private. They rather have a private conversation. But I guess Drew put that out there for the people to, to see, for to let them know that we probably gonna be okay, we probably gonna be in a good place. That could be what it is. But yeah, but people looking at it at a different way. But the problem that people are having with Drew is that we keep on seeing that you said that you never kissed a girl this season, but in season 13 there was the whole thing where you said you absolutely did kiss a woman at the season 13 reunion. You said it. So it's like you got to pick your poison. Did you kiss a girl, or did you not kiss a girl? Because you can't say you kissed a girl 2 years ago and then you turn around and say that you did. You gotta figure that part out. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know about all that. I just think that hopefully they can come to a common ground and move forward with the things that they're talking about, and the things that they're arguing about. Because I don't think that this is that serious, but you know, there is some things that Drew said that I probably would be like, I don't know if I can fuck with you no more. Like, you gonna bring up the dungeon, you gonna do this and play into those rumors that Phaedra put out on me. Like, you gonna do that. So I don't know, but hopefully they can move past it so we won't have to hear about this no more. Because I can't even believe that we spent the whole second part of the season talking about whether or not Drew kissed on a girl or not. Because this is 2023. Like, who gives about anybody kissing on a girl anymore? Like, why do we give a? Why do we care? Why do we care about anybody kissing girls? Why? Like, being gay or bisexual is nothing that is taboo these days anymore. It's not. It's everywhere at this point. Like, it's not taboo. Like, when I was growing up, the shit was taboo. Like, anytime somebody came out and said that they was gay, it was the topic of discussion. And what generation? Am I Generation X, Z, whatever? I don't know what generation I am. I'm gonna have to look it up because I was born in '89, so I'm gonna have to look it up. However, but yeah, I don't know. I don't. I don't really. I don't know. I just. It is a lot to unpack, though. Like, you are millennial. Am I really millennial? Is there people who was born in like the late '80s and the '90s? They're all millennials. Child, 1989 is Generation Y. Hmm. Somebody else said millennial too, but I don't know. But yeah, that's all I really got for the whole the whole Kandi and Drew thing. I do hope that they make things right and just move forward. That's what I hope. Um we are going to move on to the last thing that we're here to talk about. One of the main things that we're here to talk about, and that is Miss Drew Sidora and Ralph Pittman. Okay, now that's the main thing that we're here to discuss. Okay, so as you can see in the title, it's about Drew and Ralph fighting about child support, honey. But this is what was said. And shout out to Monique from All True Tea. Shout out to you. But these are the tweets. Okay, now Drew said, I must always protect and stand for my children against this type of evil. I gave him the opportunity to shut his unverifiable fake cousin down for her disgusting comments made concerning my son. However, he refused to do so, and it breaks my heart. She meant to be nasty and rude and making comments and dragging my child into this. Kids are always off limits, and that's it, and that's all. We're done. So that's when Ralph responded, and he said, it's time to speak the truth, so let's be real. You expect me to pay child support when he has a father that wants to play an active role in his life, but you won't let him. Your adoption request was only a money grab and control. Since the age of 3, I stepped up to fill the gap as a man and unconditionally provided from my heart without expectations. I will continue being there, but you're not going to take advantage of me or use this show to get your way. I understand playing the battered victim role earns you sympathy on this platform, but you will respect me as a father. I love all my kids and have given them the world, including you. And it's about them now. Hashtag respect. Mm, 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 mm. He said a lot without saying nothing at all, honey. Okay. So let's look at the comments. Someone said, did Courtney write this for you, Ralph? One would say, I guess Drew was right about him feeding information to Courtney because she said the exact same thing. Don't they have 2 other kids, my boy? You got to pay child support anyway. Has he deleted this? I think Drew's son Josiah is better off getting nothing from Ralph because clearly a stepfather who talks like this never unconditionally loved the child. We see many step parents unconditionally love stepchildren, no difference, even if the marriage or relationship doesn't work. I'm so glad that the adoption did not go through. Josiah deserves better. Damn, Kenya and Drew married the same man. These men would stop at nothing to embarrass them in public. Gosh, Ralph, this isn't even about child support. Go get your girlfriend to stop talking smack about your children and an older brother. We don't need to know all that stuff because we've been knowing you don't want to be in the child's life. Okay, so wait a minute. Wasn't he the one that wrote a book about fatherhood, included the story about Drew's firstborn and wanting to adopt him? So was who was money grabbing? Shakes my head. Most wives cherish the idea that their new husband would adopt their first baby you had with someone else. It's classless to think that it's anything more than her wanting her child to feel 100% a part of that family. So he did coach lean mouth. That is that is messed up though, Drew fan or not, okay? The more Rap and his so-called cousins speak, it really makes me wonder if she's the missing Tampa chick. He's too defensive of her. You can tell what type of man he is by this response. She addressed him not speaking up for her or for her mentioning her son. He's addressing being a step parent. Drew not playing victim when we can see straight through you, which causes us to side or have sympathy for her. Drew never played victim because for a long time, Drew wasn't realizing how she was being treated wasn't right. The girl didn't even know she was being gaslit. He's pathetic. I feel sorry for that little boy. Why would he do that? Didn't he write a whole book and make money about wanting to adopt him and take care of him? And I see all these comments are basically saying the exact same thing. My thing with Ralph is like, I never felt like you really wanted to I never felt like you wanted to adopt Josiah. That's just the first thing. I don't think that you ever really wanted to adopt him. I do think that for you to say that her wanting you to adopt him was a money grab is pretty pathetic and disgusting to say. I definitely feel as though you I do feel as though how can you sit up here and say some stuff like it's only a money grab and stuff like that when you wrote a whole, like they said, you wrote a book about adopting him and being a second father to him and all this other stuff. So if anybody was trying to do a money grab, it would probably be you. Like you wrote a book about this man. I mean, about adopting him and stuff like that. You wrote a book about him. So would you be using him as a form of a money grab yourself? I mean, I'm just trying to understand. Like, am I crazy? Am I completely off base? Like, what is really the tea here? Because it's just like what are you talking about? You trying to make her look bad, but then your whole response making you look like a complete asshole that we already know that you can be already. So to me, it's like you don't really care. You didn't really care to adopt that damn boy to begin with, and you want to say, "Oh, you want to this is all about control, and this is this, and then it's all about control. It's all about control. It's all about control for your ass too." Let's be real. You like, I don't even see what was the purpose of you even coming out saying anything because you ain't do nothing. You ain't do yourself no damn favors. You don't look good in this situation, and that's just that. Y'all supposed to be a married couple. Y'all was married for all this time, and she asked you to adopt her son, and you want to say that it's a money grab. How is it a money grab if y'all supposed to be committed? I see people adopt children that's not theirs all the time. I have a really close friend that came into this child's life when she was about maybe 5 or 6. He married to my classmate and he adopted her, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if he adopted, but I think he took this child in as his very own. And she looks at him as if that's her dad. You know what I mean? And they didn't take nothing away from the other father at all. He's now deceased now, but they don't take, she knows exactly who her biological father is, but her mother married to my friend. So, she looked at him like that was her dad. You know what I'm saying? So I don't see nothing wrong with any of that. Like, I feel like whenever you get into a marriage or a relationship with anybody that already got a damn kid, you're supposed to look at them as your very own. You know what I mean? Because you can't get in a relationship with nobody, take in their kids, and don't treat them like they were a part of you. You know what I'm saying? Because if if they're a part of your mate, then it's a part of your life too. So how could you not look at it like that? And I don't really think that he took out the time to really build any type of foundation or any type of connection with Josiah, to be honest. And I think that all Drew really wanted was for Josiah to have a father, because Josiah's biological father wasn't around. He was in jail. So I mean, she wanted her child to have a father, but to me, it's like, how can you call this a money grab when you were using the relationship that you got with her son to write a book about it? Somebody could use that and say, "Oh, you did that to just to prove a point, or you did that to sit up and make yourself look like the father of the year, or to get some money." Did anybody buy the book? I mean, I'm just saying. So you can't do that. So I don't know. I don't know. But even if you don't pay child support for Josiah, you still got two other kids. You still got two kids by her. Still got two kids by her. So at the end of it all, you still got to pay child support. It don't matter. You feel what I'm saying? So let's see what the people are saying. Everybody is going in on Ralph. And since he has this loser's last name, I've been posting clips. It's too fitting for me to let the opportunity pass. My issue is that this is a child that will always know him as a father. It's the lack of empathy for me. Someone go confirm what the he actually does for a living, because he's talking like his bank account is overflowing and getting his side chick to do his dirty work. That man has never been for Drew. Still to this day, they'll look at you like you stole something. They lack accountability too. So then there's that. Courtney is in this chat talking shit to all of us with her burner page. Oh my God. I do not by choice. I do not by choice. I never felt the need to give birth. I couldn't find an unselfish reason to do it, so I didn't. Hmm? It must be a hurting thing that the man she married really does not care for your son. How important it is to have role models. How will this young man feel once he hear this? So sad. And listen, it is a terrible thing when your mother is married to a man that doesn't care for you, or is married to a man that doesn't care to be a role model or an example to you. I know that all too well. The only person who is going to suffer in this process is Josiah. They need to stop speaking about this child publicly. He's old enough to understand what's going on. He reads and see things. And that's the thing that people don't realize. Like, why y'all doing this in public? I don't see why Rap has to adopt him. The father is still alive. It's weird to me. Let's see. I have grandchildren, I have children, grandchildren, and now great grandchildren, and that's why I understand Drew and Kenya's plight. Ralph and Courtney are both trash. They are. Ralph doesn't like Drew, and he has never hid that. If they bring her back next season, I seriously don't want to see him on my screen. He is jealous of her, and it's very weird. I would not want him to be my ex. Child, a lot of people feel like Ralph is jealous of Drew. He wants to be in the spotlight that she's in. That's what a lot of people think, and that's what a lot of people believe. So, I mean, hey, I wouldn't be too surprised by that if you ask me. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be surprised by none of it. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. I'm just saying, I wouldn't be surprised. Because see, sometimes the most jealous people are the ones that's around you every single day. Them be the jealous people that's around you every single day. So it's just like, it never ceases to amaze me how you find that out all the time. You feel what I'm saying? Where we at? A court can still order him to take care of Josiah. Yep, I've seen this happen right under my nose to a family member of mine. Ralph and Martell trigger me. Honey, jealous people are dangerous. Run. And that is so true. Because the thing about jealous people, the thing about people that are envious of you never see it. They will sit up there and put on this face and act as if they are so supportive of you and so happy for you. And then you find out how they really feel in some of the most weirdest moments, in some of the most craziest moments. That's when you see it and that's when you learn about it. And it's so crazy. And I don't get it, but it's always like it's one thing to have a friend or a family member, somebody that's jealous of you, but then when you got your own husband that's jealous of their wife and stuff like that, it's crazy to me. And Ralph Gibbs, he crazy. So I mean, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I really don't know. I don't understand. But I think that's really all that I got for today, you guys. I let this go on for almost an hour. Okay. So before we do go, once again, shout out to Jeremy Speaks. Okay, let me just give him his spotlight right now. Shout out to Jeremy Speaks. Um, Jeremy texted me earlier today, and he was checking in on me because everybody know that my friend was killed 2 weeks ago today or whatever. And he been texting me and stuff like that, just checking in on me and stuff like that. And I really appreciated every single thing that he said. I'm not gonna read the text message and stuff like that, but I really appreciate him for every single word that he said to me today in that text message. And with me going through all this stuff, like I'm hella sensitive right now. So anything that I read is really bothering me. And it's just, anything that I read that's negative, I just try to block it out of my head because like anything can set me off right now. So with him sending me what he sent me and just, giving me all of that encouragement and stuff like that was just everything that I needed in that moment. Because you never know. Like, and I wasn't even expecting all of that. I was just, I was like, oh, Jeremy, that's so sweet. You know what I'm saying? Like, I appreciate you for thinking of me and, giving me all of this. Because it's been tough. But thank you, Jeremy. Thank you for all of that. Like, we're not the closest of friends. We're still growing and building a relationship. But I appreciate that. I do. I appreciate everybody. I got love for, you know, a lot of YouTubers that I work with. Um, you know, I love my YouTube community and those people in the YouTube community that are also um, close friends of mine. I appreciate everybody, you know. So that's just about all I really wanted to end this with. You never know how your words can just touch somebody. You know what I'm saying? You just never know, especially in this particular moment right now. Like it's been a lot of going on with this whole situation with my friend and stuff, and it's just a lot. So I appreciate my community of YouTubers and reviewers that have reached out to me. Um, my actual friends in this YouTube community that's been reaching out. Scotty Gang that's been reaching out. All my moderators, they all been doing it. But yes, Jeremy, I really appreciate every word that you said. And everybody that knows me knows that I do not like mushy shit and emotional stuff and tear jerking shit. Everybody knows I don't like this shit. Everybody knows I do not like that. And I was like, Jeremy, don't do this. Like, don't be sitting up here trying to make me cry and shit. You know what I mean? Like, don't do that. But it's appreciated. Like, I appreciate that shit. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to them. Shout out to you guys. And shout out to everybody. Everybody that enjoys my content, everybody that enjoys me as a person. I appreciate that. So with that, being said, you guys, your boy Scotty is up out of here. Be sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe, share this video, and also click on the notification bell so you can be notified whenever a video drops. And if you want to follow me on all forms of social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, and my TikTok will be down below. So with that being said, this be your boy Scotty, and I will see you guys on the next one.